Hey, Corey Costello here, voice of the Roadrunners. Join us weekly for Roadrunner Rundown, Tuesdays at 11 a.m. right here on Bakersfield.com.
Off the screen, Basil, 2 seconds. Basil for the win!
We'll bring you all the stories and highlights around CESUB athletics and get to know the coaches and student athletes that represent the Roadrunners. So join us each week. That's Tuesday, 11 a.m. right here on Bakersfield.com.
Roadrunner Rundown on Bakersfield.com.
The Bakersfield Californian is a great read on the iPad, but did you know that the Bakersfield Californian is available on your Kindle Fire? Or how about Google's Nexus 7, the Nook? You bet. You can also read a full replica of the newspaper on your Android-powered smartphone, on Apple's iPhone, or on your laptop. We have a solution for any device. E-Edition is free for subscribers, or just $7.99 a month. The Bakersfield Californian. We're everywhere and anytime. Subscribe today. Bakersfield.com.
The new book is out. That was easy. I would title this thing sort of a description of what raising children is like. You know, that was easy. I've been writing columns now for about 25 years. Writing has always been a conversation. You're taking somebody by the hand for 3 or 4 minutes and you're not letting go. The new book, That Was Easy. Nothing easy about any of this, but we've had some fun and I hope you guys will have some fun looking at this book.
Current Business Journal contains news and information from local business leaders and organizations. Topics include agriculture, health and medical, energy, transportation, and more. Visit currentbusinessjournal.com to find out how to subscribe or where to pick up a free copy. To inquire about advertising in the bi-monthly Business Journal, call 395-7586. Find us online on Facebook and Twitter, as well as on currentbusinessjournal.com.
Thursdays at 10 a.m., it's Open Up. Host Tina Miller shares the stories that make an impact on our community. Open Up is your forum to tell it like it is. It's Open Up, Thursdays at 10 a.m. on Bakersfield.com.
The Bakersfield Californian is a great read on the iPad, but did you know that the Bakersfield Californian is available on your Kindle Fire? Or how about Google's Nexus 7, the Nook? You bet. You can also read a full replica of the newspaper on your Android-powered smartphone, on Apple's iPhone, or on your laptop. We have a solution for any device. E-Edition is free for subscribers, or just $7.99 a month. The Bakersfield Californian. We're everywhere and anytime. Subscribe today. Bakersfield.com.
Introducing TBC Mobile from the Bakersfield Californian. The most complete news, sports, weather, video, opinion, and lifestyle coverage in Bakersfield and Kern County. It's the easiest way to stay up to date on all things local while on the go. Read it on your smartphone or tablet. Download now by searching Bakersfield Californian in the Apple, Google, and Amazon app stores.
Success and equity. You'll find them at BC. Success is what you want. Equity is when we give you the tools and help to get that success. It doesn't matter who you were before. We're here to level the playing field and create a fair world where you can succeed no matter who you are, what you look like, or where you were before. We'll tell you how on BC TV.
And now your host, Francis Mayer.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Success and Equity on BC TV. I'm your host, Francis Mayer, and that threw me off right there. That was Chris McCullough doing the intro. He introduced me. Usually he does it with a little bit of panache, a little bit of joking, but today Charmaine Cleveland is actually directing the show. Charmaine, it's wonderful to have you running things today. And today's show is produced by Diane Serrato, and Diane did a wonderful job lining up professionals who are all about student wellness. Now, you may think that going to college is just about getting good grades and advancing yourself, and that's a huge part of it. But you also need to take care of yourself because college, it's work, okay? Even if your dad worked in the oil fields or in a mill like my dad, and he's like, oh, when I was your age, I was pulling green chain. It's a different kind of hard. It's stressful, isn't it, Heather?
It is.
And you know firsthand because you were a student.
I was a student, still am.
Oh, wow. Okay. And what do you do to help promote student wellness at Bakersfield College?
I teach yoga, a community class there every other Wednesday.
And Heather, I'm going to ask you to do something that I ask all guests to do. I want you to play head, shoulders, knees, and toes with me.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. I want you to move closer to the microphone.
Okay.
Yeah, you can actually pull that. The bass is really heavy. Oh, thank you, Sharma. Okay, perfect. Look at your posture, too. My goodness, that's part of yoga, isn't it?
It is part of yoga.
My wife and mother hassle me constantly. Now I feel self-conscious about my terrible posture.
You have to sit up tall, shoulders back.
Yeah, no, I can't do it. Okay, so I'm going to slouch, and I'll pay the health price for it. What is yoga? I feel like first of all, I'm not comfortable with my non-athletic body. And I feel like there's a lot of bending and twisting, and it's not for me. I'll just tell you straight up.
Okay, everybody has this misconception that you have to be flexible to do yoga.
But you're flexible.
I'm not. It ebbs and flows.
Oh, wow.
The body changes. The body changes with age. The body changes with what you're doing. Flexibility is about, or not flexibility, sorry. Yoga is about finding balance between flexibility and strength and de-stressing. We live in a highly stressful world. It's about stress management at this point, too. That's why it's become so popular, is people are really starting to see the benefits of not just the physical practice, but the mental practice of just letting go and releasing.
Now, why do you say we live in a stressful time? Because, I mean, we have all these devices that make our lives convenient.
Right, and look what that device has done to your posture. Shoulders slumped forward, slouching down.
Oh, my God.
Our back pain, shoulder pain, neck pain, it's all part of the life that we live.
I thought I was going to have you on to talk about yoga. I didn't know you were going to rip my life apart, but no, you've
There's
actually...
no judgment, no judgment.
No, that's fine. No, you've actually pegged me. I, like many people, am leashed to an electronic device. And yes, computers have made our lives easier, but they've also made us accessible by our employers 24 hours a day.
That's true.
Right? And
right.
Do you have children?
I do. I have two. I have a 13-year-old and a 10-year-old.
Oh, gosh. Okay, so you know the deal. I tell myself sometimes, like, oh, you know what I'll do? I'll finish this after the kids go to bed.
Oh, we do that a lot in our house.
Then I'm up till 1, 2 in the morning,
right.
And then I don't get enough sleep. Then I wake up and I have 4 cups of coffee,
mildly
agitated, blood pressure's a little high. I'm sweating right now. Thank you, coffee. And all of that stuff you're saying that's not bueno.
No,
okay.
No, it's not. But it's standard for a lot of people. It's stress. And people start to think that stress is, and it is. It's an everyday part of life now. It just is.
It's part of our normal condition.
It's part of a normal condition.
Okay.
So what we need to do is try and fight that stress by finding activities that work well for us. And I think yoga is a great activity for that because of the balance of the deep breathing, the focusing, the relaxing the body, and just giving yourself an out for an hour, 45 minutes, just stepping away and saying, I'm not answering my phone, I'm not looking at my computer, I'm not text messaging, I'm not on Facebook.
Whoa. So all those, no 45 minutes?
No, for at least 45. The 45 minutes at the BC class for certain.
Wow, that's brutal. And when is that class?
It's on every other Wednesday, so the next one will be on the 23rd, and it's from 12:15 to 1. This will be our last class until the new year.
Oh, gosh.
But
I'm stressing out about that. I feel like I should have taken advantage of this sooner. Gosh, okay. But maybe I'll learn something in that class that I could actually carry on to when you aren't looking.
And that's the hope. That's the hope that the students will take some of those things. And we do a lot of focus on the neck, the shoulders, the back, because that's where a lot of students start to feel it.
Please stop staring at my terrible posture.
I apologize.
It's okay. I know. It's a mess. But the fact of the matter is that I do have spine pain. And I do have, I had a cervical spine injury, and I've been told by everybody that the way that the posture I assume in my Kung Fu praying mantis laptop stance is like not good. Here it is. You want to see it again? My wife takes pictures of it and shows it to me, and I'm like, I look like I'm 90.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
And you're going to feel that way really soon, too.
I like that you're being gentle about it, though. That's good. Anyway. So why is stress bad for us, by the way?
It raises your blood pressure. It can shorten your lifespan. Migraine headaches. And it contributes to
Did you say migraine headaches?
Migraine headaches are really common when people are very, very stressed out.
Okay. Yes.
So
they told me that only women got migraines. I only found out like 3 years ago.
Who told you only women get migraines?
This doctor that's no longer my doctor. He's a lunatic. I'm not going to mention his name because I don't feel like incurring a lawsuit. But men can get migraines. And when we say a migraine, by the way, if you're working and you have a headache and someone says, "Are you okay?" and you go, "Oh, God, I got a splitting headache. I got such a migraine." You don't have a migraine.
No.
A migraine is when I'm on the bathroom floor, sometimes squeezing my hand between the door jambs so that it's called referred pain, and it distracts me from the fact that my head feels like it's going to explode.
Debilitating.
Debilitating. That's a great way to put it, because that's
Right.
what it is.
It is.
Yeah.
So there's just a whole plethora of things that stress does to our body, and
Cortisol.
Cortisol, exactly. And just allowing your body to relax is key, and it's really hard for people to do in this world. It's really hard to disconnect. It's really hard to let go. But I think yoga can help do that. That's one of the most common things that I hear when students come out. I just didn't think of anything for 45 minutes or an hour. And that's huge, just to not have to think about that laundry list of things that you have to do at the end of the day. And I think it's really key, especially for college students, because as tests come up, deadlines, they're constantly shuffling things around. And it's really detrimental at such a young age to feel that kind of stress and that kind of burden, and to allow them to have that little bit of time where they can just de-stress, let go, and then approach it with a new light.
I think that's wonderful advice. And where did yoga come from?
Well, primarily from India. It's definitely become more westernized, and everybody's practicing now.
Because we steal everybody's culture.
steal
We don't have any
everybody's
good
culture.
ideas. That's why we're stressed out and we're addicted to technology. But Indian culture is very old.
It is very old. And actually, the primary practice of yoga initially was to help them sit and meditate for longer. That was the actual physical movement, was to allow their bodies to prepare their bodies for long hours of meditation.
Wow, that's interesting.
So I guess we could take that towards like long hours of studying.
No, I think we could. And it's been proven that when we study under duress, we're not retaining as much information as we would if we weren't Captain Cortisol.
Right, right.
So I think that's interesting. Have you seen anybody who has really gotten into this that maybe you wouldn't have thought would got into this? Like maybe someone approaching middle age who's in terrible physical shape?
Every day I see students that nobody would expect to come to yoga. One of my favorite, and I won't name him, but one of my favorite students and one of our favorite students at the studio period. He was oil field worker, Marine, ex-Marine, in his late 60s. Nobody would have ever expected him to come to yoga. In fact, he gets razzed at work for it. But he's one of our most dedicated students.
Well, and that doesn't surprise me because Kern County is a county where people work their tails off. We have oil. We actually produce things here, unlike many California cities. Hollywood produces dreams. I don't know what Silicon Valley produces anymore. I know they make a lot of stuff in China.
Lots of ideas.
Lots of ideas. Yes, that's what we need is more ideas. But in Kern County, we make things, and it often comes at the expense of our backs.
True. Very true. We're a hardworking group in Kern County.
Absolutely. Laziness not tolerated, but yoga doesn't make you lazy. It promotes wellness and reduces stress.
Exactly.
Okay, perfect. And again, when can people take advantage of your free class?
The free community class, not just for students, but staff, the community at large. It's next Wednesday, the 23rd at 12:15. It's only a 45-minute class, and so...
You're not slacking off like everybody else the week of Thanksgiving. You're there promoting wellness.
I am there promoting wellness.
Well, I am color me impressed. Did you always do yoga, by the way?
No. I started about 10 years ago, and then I started teaching about 8 years ago.
Wow. And what motivated you to get involved with yoga? Let's see. You have a 13-year-old.
I have a 13-year-old.
Oh, wait a minute. You got into yoga after you had children.
I did get into yoga after I had children.
Aha.
I actually got into yoga my sister owns the studio that I work for. We run it together. And so I started taking her classes here and there. And then when I started working there full time, I picked up my practice and it just evolved into teaching. But it's probably the only exercise I do. I do not like the gym. I'm not a runner. I don't like any of that.
And you're not morbidly obese.
I'm not morbidly obese.
You have super posture.
It's the one thing that has stuck with me as far as exercise. I can't do the other stuff. I just can't be a gym rat. I mean, God bless you if you can. It's just not me.
So you did have other attempts at managing stress that didn't work out.
I did, definitely. And this has been hugely successful for me.
Well, there you go. The 23rd, I might just have to give this a shot. So 45 minutes, you said?
45 minutes.
No hard feelings if I only go 20?
No hard feelings if you only go 20.
Well,
But there's a nap at the end, a 5-minute nap.
Are you
People
joking?
don't know about that. It's called Shavasana. It's completely worth it to stick around.
Uh,
Yoga and a nap.
Do you ever have to wake people up?
I have had to wake people up.
Okay, well then I won't feel bad because I will definitely run over the 5 minutes. Heather, thank you so much
Thank
for being
you.
on the show. Yoga, it's What's for Lunch on the 23rd, so stop by and check it out. It's absolutely free. Coming up next, we're going to check in with one of my favorite people on the Bakersfield College campus, Ray Purcell from the Student Health Center. Don't go anywhere. There's more Success and Equity coming up on BCTV next.